They say it's the eyes that give you away, but it's really your words. Your words are a gateway to your heart. So you have to really think about the words that you choose. You should think before you speak. You should spend time contemplating, ruminating, and meditating on the way you express yourself, because the words that you choose reveal the treasure of your heart, as Yahusha says. A man speaks from the overflow of his heart, and a good man brings forth good things from the good treasure of his heart. And a wicked man brings forth from the wickedest of treasures, the wicked treasures of their heart. And every man will have to give account for the idle words that he speaks. And you will be declared, we will be declared, righteous by our words and unrighteous by our words. So powerful is the word, and we all know the power of the word when we understand the way, the truth, and the life. And we understand that in the beginning, all there was the word, and that the word was with Yahuwah, and that the word was Yahuwah, and that the word was made flesh, and that the word made flesh is the Son of the Most High, Yahusha, the Most High who saves, the Most High who redeems, the Most High who delivers. And so, words have so much power. So you really have to be careful the words you choose, because those words can either encourage and inspire or cut down and destroy. Are your words filled with love and humbleness, humility, peace, healing? Or are they filled with cleverness and guile and jealousy and envy and schemes and plots? And if you find that your words, that the words you're choosing are filled with those things, jealousy, envy, sarcasm, poison, if your tongue drips with poison, if your words are filled with guile and cleverness, looking to outfox the people that you interact with, looking to give a false account to the people you interact with, looking to portray yourself as something you're not with the people you interact with, harming the people you interact with, putting down the people you interact with, undercutting the people you interact with, slighting the people you interact with. Think about the words you're choosing, and you have to choose carefully the words you speak, because they will give away your heart. They will give away your heart. And the things you feel deep down in the wickedest places will somehow shine through. And you might dress them up with the words that you choose, but people can see through that. And so it's not just you have to be very careful the words you choose, but if you find that the words that you're choosing when you're just having conversation, as those conversations elongate, as those conversations go beyond just being glib, as you start to have deeper conversations with people, and you start to reveal your true nature, your true thoughts, that's where you really have to be careful. And it's not just about choosing the right words, because if you find that the words that you're using are revealing a jealous heart, an envious heart, a hateful heart, if that's what you find, then it's not so much the words that you have to be careful of, it's your heart that you have to take account of. It's your heart that you have to inspect. It's your heart that you have to audit. It's your heart that you have to scrutinize. It's your heart that you have to fix. You can only do so much repair to the words that you're choosing. Again, your words will give you away in the end. Yes, if you're just having these short, unimportant, meaningless, glib, perfunctory conversations that are only lasting a few minutes, then of course, it's easy to put on an act. It's easy to just not say anything that might give away what you really feel. But you start getting into 45 minutes or hour-long conversations with people, or because you do not have self-control or discipline, you can't help yourself from blurting out what your heart feels. And this is a lot of people. A lot of people I get triggered in certain conversations, and my anger comes out. And it's something I've been working on for a long time, to not be so short-tempered, to not get so angry so quickly because things aren't going my way, or because things aren't the way I would like them, or because things aren't right the way I see them as being right. People are imperfect. People deserve leeway. People deserve a runway. People deserve second chances. People deserve forgiveness. If we're going to ask Yahuwah Yahusha to forgive us for all that we've done, then how is it that we should not be forgiving and understanding and compassionate for the mistakes that our people make? We have to be. But when you find yourself erupting and using certain words, using certain language, undercutting people, your words dripping with sarcasm or jealousy or envy or hate or anger, all sorts of toxic poison, you have to absolutely think about the words that you're choosing. But you also, it's almost like if you're able to restrain yourself and be meek and truly hold back on expressing your passions, trying to be a bit more stoic in your life, trying to show a bit more discipline and steadfastness, and keeping yourself tempered, having that temperance, so you're not so quick because we're all capable of just expressing the worst things, the worst emotions, because we're human. This is going to happen. But we should really strive to make it a practice to use words of encouragement, words of healing, words of joy, words of peace, words of love, words of inspiration, words of motivation. These things have an effect, again, when we're operating amongst our people. It is our responsibility and our joy to help lift them higher, to help raise them up. In the name of Yahuwah, Yahusha, to love Yahuwah with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength, and to love our fellow man as we love ourselves. So it is our responsibility, it's our duty, it's our obligation, and it's our greatest joy to lift our people up, to encourage our people, to motivate our people, to inspire our people, to educate our people, to bring knowledge to our people, to bring wisdom to our people, and to not speak profanely of them, to not undercut them, to not tear them down, tear them apart, render them asunder with our words, to not slight them. Again, to build them up, to nurture them, to cultivate them, to elevate them. But if you find yourself constantly using words that you know are wrong, in the way you express yourself, in the way you talk about your people, the way you talk with your people, the conversations that you have. It's not so much your words, it's your heart that you have to get right. It's your heart that you have to solve. It's your heart that you have to fix. It's the heart that you have to heal. Once you have a righteous heart, a justified heart, a sanctified heart, the words will be a lot easier. The words will be a lot more loving, a lot more encouraging, a lot more inspiring. You can only get away for so long with disguising your words to hide the wickedness in your heart. Because as Yahusha says, a man speaks from the overflow of their heart. Good things come from the good words are spoken from the good treasures of the heart, and wicked words are spoken from the wicked treasures that clog the heart, that poison the heart, that toxify the heart. And you will be made righteous by your words and unrighteous by your words. But it goes deeper, right? So you have to work on the words you're choosing, on the phrases you're using, on the terms you're expressing. But at a deeper level, you have to repair your heart. The only way to truly get your heart right, after you've audited it, after you've scrutinized it, after you've inspected it, is to surrender to Yahusha. Because we're imperfect. Imperfection will never create perfection. But in surrender, in coming to Yahusha and asking Him for compassion, the same compassion you're going to be asked to show for your fellow man, you will be forgiven. You will be shown compassion. You will be shown mercy. But the same will be expected of you, to show mercy, to show compassion, to show forgiveness for all the things your people seek to be healed for. So do you. You seek to be healed. And that healing isn't just for you, it's for your people. And so as you go to Yahusha to heal your heart, look to be that for your people as well. Look to help your people heal their hearts. Look, again, encourage, inspire, and motivate your people. But the way to fix your own heart, get right with Yahusha. Ask Him to flood your heart with His love, His healing, His joy, His peace, His solace, His everlasting life. Your heart will be rendered righteous and true. You will be refreshed, revised, reconstructed. Your heart will be reborn. Your soul will be revised. And you will be recreated once again in the image of Yahusha, as we once were when we were in Eden, and as we travel now, because we're filled with the Ruach, the breath of Yahusha. In asking for that salvation, we are baptized by the set-apart Spirit. Yahusha baptizes us when we ask for His forgiveness, when we repent, when we confess that Yahusha came in the flesh, and we ask for His deliverance, His redemption, which is why He came. And He floods us with that forgiveness and that redemption. He floods us with the Word. We see the way, the truth, and the life. The Ruach, the breath of Yahuwah, baptizes us along with fire, purifying our heart, cleaning us of the toxins and the poisons and the chemicals, making our hearts loving, making our hearts compassionate, making our hearts merciful, warming our hearts, healing our hearts. And then we're grateful at a level you never imagined. Thankful at the level of your genetic code finally expressing itself in a true manner, understanding what true thankfulness is, and then asking Yahusha in all submission to Yahusha, because His yoke is easy and His burden is light. Asking Him to show you, as you surrender completely to Yahusha, ask Him to guide you, to direct you, to show you how to live your life in a manner that pleases Him most. And you will know what that manner is, because He gives it to you in that singular commandment which resonates in your heart and in your mind. And as you ruminate on it, contemplate, all the good things will spring, all the hope will spring, all the productive things will spring, all the revelations, all the epiphanies, all the answers that you've ever imagined will spring from that singular commandment to love Yahuwah with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love your fellow man as you love yourself. And your heart will produce the right words. Your tree will produce good, sweet, nourishing fruit. And you'll be there for your people in the way they need you to be. Compassionate, merciful, forgiving, encouraging, motivational, inspirational.